Well, I wanted to take time to thank you both for taking time to speak with me today.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Pleasure to be talking with you.
I wanted to
Yeah,
ask
thanks
you,
for having us.
oh, it's a pleasure. I wanted to ask you, how long did it take to put the material together for this album?
Uh, all in all, I don't know. I wrote the songs like maybe 3 years ago, and then it took me like a year before I contacted Tommy. I called him if he wants to join me to continue this because I couldn't get any further by
Mm.
myself. I always thought that Tommy is the one for this kind of music, and I was right.
And I wanted to ask you about the,
Yeah, and it took like from then it took like 2 years when we started demoing
oh,
with Tommy.
wow.
2 years from that because the first months we did like by ourselves. Tommy did the rough vocal demos and bass, and I did like the lyrics, and then we invited Markus and Mika, and then it started like the songs started like forging together, and now last Monday it was exactly 2 years when I called Tommy.
Wow.
It took a while, but it was worth it.
I wanted to ask about the name and to make sure that I have the right transcription of it. Does the name of the band mean World of Fire or Sphere of Fire?
Yeah. World of Fire is. I stole the name. Actually, I borrowed it from a Dead Can Dance song, and it
Oh,
was it was like a project name because I had to have something. And then Tommy asked me, "Do I have a name for this?" And I told him this. I have the project name, and we thought about it. And Latin is always like here and there, but it fit the start, the atmosphere, and we agreed to keep it. So here we are with that name.
absolutely.
And yeah, well, the fire seems to fit fit our music as well, so it works both ways.
Yeah, that's true.
And it works with my favorite song, which is Pyroclast. I wanted to ask you if
Wow.
you could speak on that track.
Uh, yeah, well, I wrote the song 2 years, so 2.5 years ago. I went to Pompeii, in Italy, and it blew my mind the whole day because it's just so. When I saw Vesuvio for the first time, I was like, "No way!" And
Right.
that day inspired me to write that song because when I walked on the streets, I could imagine like the horror going on there when I saw the mountain, and it kind of describes the day when it happened, how I saw it, like when I was walking there and imagining. I have a wild imagination when I go to places like that, so that's that's basically what it's about. And there's a deeper message there too, but it's totally like I don't know if Marcus even knows where it is. So
Uh, Singer doesn't have to know.
yeah, yeah, it's just something. I don't know, Tommy, if you maybe you're the one who started like getting the lyrics and the songs, the vocals like. So did you like find it? I don't know.
Uh, I have my idea about it, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but I also sometimes I like to have a bit of a mystery around the lyrics as well.
Mm.
yeah. Likewise, yes.
And another one of my favorite tracks is Depths and Beyond. I wanted to ask if you could speak on that track as well.
Yeah, thanks. That's funny because that was the song I was about. Tommy remembers when I was like, maybe we should drop it off the record,
Oh,
like
wow.
because we changed the chorus of the song once, and I was kind of unsure. But luckily, the guys were that no way we are going. And I didn't actually when we recorded it, the drums. I didn't actually know what to play in certain parts. I was it's totally improvised.
Wow,
some parts, and there's
that's
a
so
whole
cool.
lot of improvisation on the album too, in every song. Tommy always says that it's a weird band because the ones who improvise are the drummer and the vocalist. Yeah, but it's funny because actually it turned out quite good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it definitely was the hardest song to put together. Um, it just wouldn't work, and
Yeah.
since our our style of working with this band is that Pasi had the songs together with my help before we started to rehearsing them. So the input from the guitar player was not so so big in the first few songs,
Yeah.
and Pasi had to record drums even before we got to
Yeah.
rehearse them together. So it was a kind of funny way of doing things. But
Yeah, and when I recorded those last four songs, some of them only had my lousy guitar playing. So I had click track and my guitars. It was for me. It was like, what the fuck am I doing with guitars?
Right.
And then, but then we started like adding bass and guitar and such. Then it started to sound like, wow, this is kind of cool song. It has something really like dark vibes and then a
Hmm.
little bit prog vibes. And I don't know, I can't describe it, but it turned out good. Yes.
And the album artwork, I wanted to ask you about it as well. Who's responsible for the album artwork?
It's an artist called Eleonora von Branch, uh, locals, and she has painted album covers before, and she's on Instagram to be found. And I just liked her style, and I totally like felt that that kind of acrylic paint
Yes.
would like it has three-dimensional thing, and then we had like a discussion about it. Like I vaguely like showed her what I'm thinking and some sketches I've made, and it turned out really like it's perfect. And I like the 90s vibes in
Yes.
it because
Absolutely.
that's the acrylics, and I even photographed it myself, the painting, the whole thing. So it's yeah, I love it.
And now the album's out. I wanted to ask you, what's the next step for you?
Um, I don't, Tommy, do you have anything to say?
uh, yeah, we are currently rehearsing uh, the songs with the second guitar player, and I guess we are heading to do some gigs in the future.
Oh, it's
We
great.
we haven't played any yet, and I'm very reluctant about it. But the guys are pressuring me very much, and I'm thinking that mm, we might get a few gigs in early 26.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I told guys before and a long time ago, I told guys that if we're gonna make an album, we should definitely at least make a album release show. So
Sure.
I haven't really thought about further than just I want to do a record release show like in the old days.
Sure.
And that's actually why we also wanted to make a CD version of the album, because that's the like the old way.
And
You
it's
know,
funny.
when you have it in your hands, like this. Here it is.
Yes.
This is the the moment when you are like done.
Yes.
It's like in your hands. So this is it's like a it's one of those feelings since the early days when first albums that I played were released. It was like the one thing. It it's the
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure, it's like a chapter of your life that you're
Yeah,
holding in your
exactly.
hands.
And now you can like focus on the maybe play a gig or two or five.
But that's funny because last time I spoke with you, Robert, uh, during the Confusion Field interview
Yes.
few years back. I was adamant that I'm not playing gigs anymore.
Yes, that is
Yeah, I
true.
remember that. But actually,
So
in the first call, you weren't actually you didn't want to play in a band too, because when I called you 2 years ago, I asked you like, are you still in band shit? And you went, no, not really. But what did you have in mind? So I described like the music to Tommy. I didn't play any demos or anything. I described it, and then we had a meeting, and then it started like in the old days, pretty effortless. And suddenly we noticed that we're making an album and we have a band, and that's it for Tommy.
Sure.
and he also wasn't interested in playing gigs, but now I think there's some spark found there. So I think it
well,
will happen. Yeah.
yeah, it's just the case of uh, right people and right moment. I
Sure.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We hadn't played together in 23 years. Right.
That's about it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to play together in the '90s in a couple of different bands with Pasi.
Yeah. And the last time was in Metal Bar Valhalla in 2000, I think, with Morning Star. And
Well, that's 26 years then.
yeah, that's like half of our
Almost.
lives.
And we talked about Death and Beyond, how it came close to not making the album. I wanted to ask you, were there tracks that didn't make the cut for the album?
No, they're all there. All the 9 songs. The first demos, I had 5 songs for Tommy,
Hmm.
and we talked about making an EP, maybe an EP like 5 songs. But then we started progressing things, and I noticed that I have 4 more demos, and that's when we decided that, well, why would we make an EP if we have like a album worth of stuff? So
Sure.
all the 9 songs are like all the demos are made, and
But Pasi is writing songs all the time, so we do have some new material, but we haven't been rehearsing it yet, and they were not supposed to be on this album anyway. So
yeah,
Sure.
it's all there.
yeah, I have some ideas, and one song is basically like structurally ready, but maybe during the winter, if it ever arrives, then I'll have the long nights to like
Sure.
get my guitar and start fiddling, you know.
And you guys have had a long career. You spoke of the time you've been in music. I wanted to ask each of you, what would be the best advice that you would give a starting musician today?
Uh,
Oh,
I'd say stay humble and uh, don't always listen to the professionals. Sometimes it's like more, it opens possibilities if you like have a broader view and be open for influences. Yeah,
and when we started, it was so different than it is today.
Sure.
Uh, to
true.
us, it has always been more about friendship and doing stuff together, even more than music itself.
Mm,
And that's the most rewarding thing, I think, to have those meaningful relationships forming through music.
That's
And
true.
don't expect things to happen quickly because they don't. And maybe that even if you don't get much feedback or followers or whatever, the music is the most important thing
Sure.
when it comes from the heart and the guys around you. That's the ultimate reward.
Yeah, and I think this album is a true testament of that. You can feel the unity and the bond that the band members have with each other. And I think that's one of the attributes that makes this a great album from cover to cover.
Wow, thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks so much.
I wanted to ask you, you, as we spoke, that you've had a great career throughout your lives. I wanted to ask you, what do you feel has been some of your proudest moments as an artist?
It always come to my mind when we played in Astoria in London, right before it got like teared down.
Mhm.
And we opened for Apocalyptica, you know, the cello
Oh,
band,
yes.
and it was packed, and it's just a legendary place that it was like one of those wow moments. Like
Sure.
maybe that is on the like top three at least.
I would say I have that feeling every time new album comes out. That's
Mhm.
that's the landmark for me. But maybe the most meaningful was the first Confusion Field album because it was self-release and mostly done all by myself, and it took many years to finish. And when I got that out, uh, it was uh, so satisfying that I could do it all the way.
Sure. And then going back to the album, I wanted to ask you, what is the best way to get a physical copy of the album and any merchandise that you have?
Well, the album, the CD version is you can order it from Record Shop X. It's a Finnish, and they ship worldwide. So
Excellent.
that's the for now. That's the basically the only way. But as I
We
said,
are
they
look
ship worldwide. So
Yeah, and we are looking for other places to put it out to. As for the merchandise, we don't have any
yet,
yet through the stores, but they are coming as well.
Excellent. And lastly, I wanted to ask you, my friends, if you could give a message to your fans, what message would you give them?
thanks for listening, and thanks for being open-minded to music, and hopefully you like it.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, and uh, we would love to hear what influences, what bands do you hear in our music, because we have had so wide
Yeah,
I
that's
believe that.
good thing you
so
say.
far.
And I think that's a testimony to the music. I think a reason you get such a wide variety of feedback is because your music stands out as original and all your own.
Okay, that's really cool to hear, because we we didn't know anything what to expect about the feedback, because we can't like put our music in just one, like, you know, box,
Sure.
and it's like interesting. We have heard like Primordial, Catatonia, and
Mhm.
well, My Dying Bride also has been mentioned, but it's like really weird what different people hear in our music, because each player has their like own different style
Style.
and hooks and tricks and such. So it's like funny. what people hear. But
Well, and them bands you named, those are amazing bands. So that
yeah,
should
they are.
come as a huge compliment.
Yeah, I take it as a compliment also.
And I wanted to take a moment to thank you personally for creating an album that I enjoyed from top to bottom. I look forward to what you're creating now and what lies ahead, my friends.
Thank you, my friend. It's like we have no expectations and we do this like because this is something we needed to do
Sure.
because we are not forever, none of us. So when are you going
Absolutely.
to do it if not now?
Exactly. And I think that's great advice for everyone, you know,
Yeah,
to seize a moment because you literally don't know when everything can
yeah.
change.
When are you going to do if not now?
Yes. Well, thank you again for taking time to speak with me. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, my friends.
Likewise, and thank you very much. And hopefully you get a lot of this music
And
promotion.
and please feel free to update me at any time with any new news as it
Oh,
comes about.
cool. Yeah. Maybe when
Yeah,
we
we're
get our band to live shape, we already almost there and it's looking good.
Well, I'd love to see you here in Ohio, my friends.
Oh, that would be something.
don't expect us just yet.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully soon, my friends. You take care and have a great rest of your day.
Hey, you too. It's
You too.
yeah, it's like evening here, so I think I'm gonna go to a rehearsal place and play some drums.
There you go.
Nice
Enjoy.
way to spend a Friday evening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You enjoy, my friends, and take care.
Yeah, you too.
Take care.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.